Hey guys, it's your buddy Ryan here, and I did a little bit of spooky, scary skeleton soldering for the Halloween season this week. And I just want to take you through the project a little quickly here in this short. And if you want to watch the full thing, I've linked to it below. You can see it starts off with a few sort of challenging power controllers that just sit on top of the board that I had to solder into place. I'd never done that before, so that was a little bit hard. I think it could have gone better with a heat gun, but it worked out in the end. And you can see I have to put in about, I want to say 20 or 30 diodes for this guy. And that was the most tedious, but also kind of the most fun, because it was really good practice for me, and when you speed it up, it looks really cool. And I'd like to point out at this point how neat the silk screen is on the board here. You can see some skeletons and pumpkins, and I think it adds a lot of flair. And it's just a whole lot of fun to kind of kick off the Halloween spirit for an electronics nerd like me, being able to go back and do a project like this. Now, I did get everything in that I needed to, and eventually I have to put the socket in place. You can see I solder each pin so it doesn't move, go back and flux it, and get every single one of those little pins. And by this point in the build, I was feeling pretty confident, so it went nice and quick and easy. But the hardest part, my least favorite part of any build, is putting a chip in the socket, because I could do all of this work and then screw up the pins, and it is game over. So I spent a little bit longer on this than I probably would have if I wasn't nervous at this point. But you can see through the struggle, I do manage to get it into the socket eventually. There you go. And then we put in a speaker here, and that was kind of challenging because you have a tiny flimsy little wire and other stuff is in place first. So it's a little challenging to reach, and I maybe spent a little bit too much time trying to heat up the pad because I never was able to get the speaker to work once it was in, even after trying different speakers. So maybe it's a manufacturing flaw, but likely the error is with me. And I put the acrylic case together and got it fired up, and other than the speaker, it ended up working beautifully. You can see I've got USB-C power in, and there we go. The lights are on, and you can see the red eyes coming from the skulls and the yellow lights coming from the pumpkin. It's really spooky and cute, and it was just a lot of fun to build. Now, if this is something you like to do, I would definitely recommend checking one of these out. If you get stuck anywhere, I might also recommend just looking at the full live video that I put up, and you can check it out. And of course, I do those about once a week. And if you're into that, feel free to subscribe and check it out. And if not, thanks for watching. Have a great Halloween, guys.